Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Wednesday, January the 30th, and this is a quick hit on the indexes. So, I haven't done an index quick hit the last few nights. There hasn't been anything to see of note. We've been waiting for some kind of a change that would bring about the necessity for doing another video. And today was the biggest down day we've had in a few weeks. So, should take a look. See what we see. Starting off with the Dow, here we are down 44 points, only 1/3%, and not very impressive. Not very impressive at first glance. We do not have a downtick. There isn't one. So, right off the bat, boom. This is extremely minor, and we are still close to the 14K area. Came very, very close. Can we finish it off tomorrow? Well, let's see. We have the MACD histogram trending down. We have the RSI now going down. We have the CCI going down. We have the stochastics going down. We still have the MACD itself and the 14-day RSI moving average still going up. The daily here, if we had a downtick, it would be easy, but we don't. So all we can say is we're having some really good development here. It looks promising, but we simply do not have, the fire has not been lit. So maybe something else will tell us something more. Going on to SPX. And this one, this is more important than the Dow. And what do we have? We have a downtick. Ta-da! Finally, after all this time, we have a downtick. Excellent. Now, the thing is, the downtick is not impressive. The downtick only takes us down here to just a hair shy of 1490. So, very minor. I mean, only 10 points. Around about 100 points worth on the Dow. It's very minor, and we will not be able to tell if it's going to go down for a retest of the bar until it completes this move here. So we have 4 days from today, 10 points on SPX, very, very minor, and that's all there is to it. We can see the negative divergence. We've talked about it many times in the MACD histogram. We have a downtick on the MACD also, excellent. Going down on the CCI, RSI, the stochastics, and only the 14-day RSI moving average is still pointing up. So indefinite topping area in the heat map for a long time. So 10 points. That's it. There'll be a bubble corrective move, and then we'll have to see what it wants to do from there. 4 days to complete. Moving on to COMPQ, the NASDAQ. Anything important here? Well, let's take a look. We got a downtick on the NASDAQ as well today, and it almost resolved itself intraday. So this one, there's not much more for it to do. If we get all the indexes to come down for a retest of the long-term moving average bar, then there's something there. But as far as the NASDAQ is concerned, it doesn't really care. MACD histogram going negative, getting a bearish cross on the MACD itself. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, mixed on the stochastic, and up on the 14-day RSI moving average. Still, we have a little bit down to go, and we'll see what happens at that point. I think we will have much more to see between now and the end of the week. Absolutely. Give us a really good indication as to what's going on. And going on to TNA. Very interesting. It said in the, I think it was the daily running thread, that very interested in TZA. And look at that. We did get a downtick finally on the Russell, on the small caps. This has been the strongest by far, and it had the worst dump out today by far. 3.5 percentage points. We have everything moving down, with the exception of the 14-day RSI moving average. So essentially the same as the Dow and SPX, but the 14-day is also kind of going sideways, barely up. So this looks nice. The only bad thing is with its downtick today, it was resolved intraday. We have to see what it wants to do next. That will be extremely telling. And I find it hard to believe that they would give up on Dow 14K in one go. So I would expect a reattempt to hit it, in which case this has to go up, SPX has to go up at least a little bit, and then hopefully it will finish resolving itself to the downside, however far that may be. But at this point, even with a pullback, there is nothing to worry about. Not from the bullish perspective. There's nothing to worry about. Here we are with SPX again. Even if we do a bar retest, and it feels like it's the end of the world and the rally is over, etc., that still will be in the order of 1470, somewhere between 1460 and 1470, and that is a far cry from down here at this top right here, which we've been saying is so important. There just is not any reason for the bulls to fret at this time, and a pullback would be natural and healthy. And just one extra thing, just for fun. The VIX. Alright, so the VIX got way the heck down here into the 12s. Today it was able to get up into the 14s. And what do we have? I mean, if we're going down a good amount, we should be able to see an indication in the VIX that that is the case. And in the short term, medium term, it's not really that convincing. We closed outside the upper Bollinger Band today. Not the best sign. We have seen those being pushed around a lot lately, so maybe it could push it back, but normally that's unusual. We are getting to long-term moving average bar, which is fully formed, and we do not know how the interaction is going to be, because we have not interacted with it since it flatlined and it flipped over here on the big run up and collapse. So this is kind of an unknown, but it should be decent resistance. Getting into it, I don't think should be that much of a problem, but conquering it, getting all the way through it, breaking it, I find it hard to believe that it would be able to do all of that at this moment. In addition to that, we have the stochastics already pretty darn high. I don't think they have that much to go before they top out. So getting into the bar shouldn't be a problem, but conquering it, I don't think there's enough room here to do all of that, not on this run. We are getting a bullish cross. Everything is pointing up with the exception of the 14-day RSI moving average. This would look to me to be a secondary reset where everything goes up, it hits its top, it turns over, it joins the 14-day at the bottom, and then once they're all together at the bottom, they turn around, they go back up, and then we have our actual correction. And that could be a week away, 2 weeks away, something along those lines. So do I have complete faith, or even really any faith, that the decline is going to be here? Everyone's screaming for the decline to be right here, and I think that this is a great fake out to get people to go crazy. Oh, this is going to be a big decline, etc., etc. It goes up a little bit, it comes back down, the market goes back up, it hits the Dow 14K, maybe, I don't know, 1525 on SPX or something like that, just enough to tease all-time new highs, freaks everybody out, and then finally we'll get confluence, and it'll be ready for an actual increase properly on the VIX and a decline in the overall market. But anyway, that's a lot of theory, a lot of conjecture, but that is what I see. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.